ancient practice, but just how much wisdom is there in doing so? Certainly one of the best-known investors of our time, Warren Buffett, thinks the precious metal has no utility and would leave Martian visitors to Earth baffled. So, should we be investing in gold? It is true to say that when financial markets are experiencing turmoil, many investors start piling into the metal. Governments also continue to hold huge quantities of physical gold, not virtually in the commodity markets. So who is right? One way to answer this question is to apply our internal rate of return tool. Whilst it is true that mining, refining, processing and transporting of gold are significant costs, these are not directly borne by the investor, although they are clearly factored into the price at purchase. However, once purchased, the buyer must pay to insure and safely store it. This eats away at their resale profit, should the price have increased at all. The direction of gold prices is notoriously difficult to predict. Furthermore, gold does not pay dividends like some stocks will, nor is there rental income to be generated from owning it, as in the case of property investments, for example. Clearly, then we can see that gold may not be the most sensible investment vehicle for the savvy investor, although some might argue that it has a place as part of a diversified portfolio of assets, an idea that we shall return to later. Warren Buffett didn't become one of the greatest investors of our generation by investing in gold. In fact, he pretty much hates the shiny metal. Just take a look at part of the speech Warren Buffett gave at Harvard in 1998 when he said of gold, quote, "It gets dug out of the ground in Africa or someplace, then we melt it down, dig another hole, bury it again, and pay people to stand around guarding it. It has no utility. Anyone watching from Mars would be scratching their head." End of quote. Buffett just doesn't get what all the fuss is about when it comes to gold. The way he sees it, the value of gold is nothing more than our stubborn willingness to protect its value. However, that's not the worst part of gold in Buffett's view. His biggest issue is the fact that gold is just so worthless. Not in the value someone is willing to pay for an ounce of it, but in its inability to create wealth. In Buffett's opinion, gold is lazy and has no place in an investor's portfolio.